Uh, right? Hello. Today we're just gonna do some tier lists, cause why not? This one's on music emperor. So first we have techno. Well, personally, I haven't really listened to techno that much. I mean, I just heard it's okay. I don't really know if that's good or not, but hey, I'm not the decider of that. So I guess I'll just put it in meh. Next we have electronic. Oh, take me back. In sixth grade, I had a major electronic phase. So I don't really think I put this anything other than amazing. Alright, next we have country. Now there's really only one place for me to put it. I absolutely despise country, so I feel like this deserves an abysmal rating. Alright, next we have disco. Disco does sometimes go hard, but I think there's really no, hold on, I'm gonna create my own tier here. 'Cause I don't know why there isn't one for here. Go below. This is the this is the good tier. That is not how I spell good. This is the good tier. It's okay, but it's really nothing more than that. And I feel like this is kind of where techno goes. Alright, no, not techno, disco. Next we have dubstep. This is kind of in the same region as like electronic. I kind of interchange them sometimes also, but yeah, this is kind of how it is. Next we have blues. Blues does go hard a tiny bit, yeah. But again, it's kind of like meh. Same thing with R&B. Actually, you know what? These two got their own tier. Actually, now I think I probably should have done this bloodstream. bring this down, putting this on link. These are never heard of. Never heard, I mean. Which, this is where I think these two go. Alright, now pop. There are honestly some good pop songs, but kind of a not. But for the most part, they're kind of oh, I love you very much. So I do have to kind of put it in bad. And next we have rock. I've loved rock my whole life, so it's probably my favorite music genre now. So I feel like it only deserves S tier. Next we have, I think, funk. Never heard of it. Never heard it. Gospel. It's meh. Heavy metal. Again, meh. It's kind of like hard. I I've never really been a big fan of metal. Like I liked rock, but I've never really liked heavy metal. So we have hip hop. Again, hip hop is my second favorite. Hip hop rap. That's kind of like my second favorite. Jazz, I have to say, it's good. I've been in band for like 2 years. I was band for like 2 years in middle school. Still do a couple of instrument playing sometimes. I'm always like, what's this next one? What's that? Punk, soul, never heard. Albanian music, because again, hard. Normally I would say no to Vocaloid, but recently I saw this one album that kind of combines rock and Vocaloid, so I kind of have to put it in that, or kind of most into it. Yeah, this is our final two lists for music genres. So next, let's just go to FNAF characters. Next we have Mango. Now Mango is a good character, I'm not gonna lie. Can't really give him any more B. More, there's a reason why they have that nickname. Wait, does this not have the OG? I think this FNAF and 5 and wait, well, the OG is they're scattered. Wait, is this on Emoji Foxy? Oh, there it is. So, yeah, this is kind of weird. Withered Freddy, he's good. B, he's kind of like good tier. Withered Bonnie, I do actually quite like. I'll be May. Withered Chica, never really was a fan. Withered Foxy looks pretty much the exact same as normal Foxy. I think that's the Withered Golden Freddy. That's amazing. Same thing with the puppet. Puppet, amazing. Springtrap. Jeez, three S's in a row. That's crazy. Next we have Freddy. My opinion, bit overrated. Putting him in C. I always come back. Next we have Phantom Freddy. Now, I'm never really a big fan of Phantoms. Love FNAF 3, not really a big fan of Phantoms. So I think I shouldn't call them all C except you. You deserve F. In fact, for a specific one, I am specific one I'm looking at kind of deserves even more than alright. Let's have the nightmares. Now, I honestly think Nightmare Chica, best nightmare. Putting her in A. Everyone else though gets B. Because these are just kind of boring, not really the same. Except these two, but now we have Bonnie. Bonnie goes S. Absolutely. Bonnie goes S. Alright, next we have Nightmare Fred. He's A tier, but he's not like Nightmare. Like, come on, Nightmare's amazing. Next we have, I think this is Plush Trap. No, I'm never really a big fan of the Plush Trap mini games. I don't know if it's just because I barely even played FNAF 4, which is kind of true. I want to do a video. I want to do something on FNAF 4, but I've always been kind of like stuck in the way of other things, kind of like Rebel 2. So I think I'm gonna put him in. Let's see. Next we have, I think this is Jacko Bonnie. They're good. Not as good as regular Bonnie, but next we have Jacko Chica. Better than Jacko Bonnie, but not as good as any of these guys. Next we have Nightmare Mangle. I'm putting them in C tier. I don't know why, but there's something about that design I absolutely hate. Alright, next we have Nightmarion. They're okay, kind of the face of Ultimate Custom Night. Have no reason why they're Ultimate Custom Night. Like that, why they're the face of it, but it's fine. I'll put him in B. Next we have Balloon Boy. Don't even get me started. Old Man Consequences. Putting him in D primarily because he doesn't do anything. He just does like, if I'm wrong, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure he does like one thing in Ultimate Custom Night and like that's it. There's literally like nothing. Alright, next we have Chica. Now Chica is honestly my least favorite of the main FNAF 1. I'm trying to like kind of put them in, kind of put her in D. In the OG, she's kind of a D character to me. What is this? Is this like one of those endoskeletons from FNAF World? Okay, I'm gonna create a new tier for just the ones that I do not know of. Oh, I did the wrong thing. Never mind. Oh, it was a D. I haven't used tier maker in a while. This I'm putting you. Candy Cadet, solid, solid character. Put her, put him in B, C. Next we have Circus Baby. Now, I personally really like Circus Baby. Not as putting him in B. Actually, I'm gonna put her right here. She's not really as good as Nightmare. Actually, screw it. She's high B. She's I think them. Next we have Ballora. We have Blind Ballora. She gets C. She doesn't really do much. However, I'm pretty sure I do remember using her song to absolutely scare the crap out of my dad during the night, which is kind of funny. Next we have Funtime Foxy. Now, I'm not gonna go with the whole Funtime Foxy Mangle theory swimming around. I'm not gonna share my opinion on that, because I only will share my opinion on things that are pretty actually solid. Also, I just want to say I'm sorry if I sound stuffy. I've been having a lot of allergies recently, so you might also see me cough a bit. So, yeah, just see, like, they're okay. Next, we have Funtime Freddy. I think he deserves about right here, right next to Withered Freddy. I feel like that's kind of a good place to put one. And Bon Bon, I hate that laugh. Let me just. Next, we have Ennard. Ennard's goaded. Ennard gets high A. They're not like the big boys here, but they're good. High A, I agree. Now, Big Bab. Biddy Bab. I have some choice words about Biddy Bab. I'm gonna give you, if they'll let me, I'm going to give you a soup. You're just D, you're bad. Let's have a little bit. A little bit kind of in the same boat as Funtime Foxy, except a little bit just a tiny bit better. Now, OG Foxy gets S tier. OG Foxy is an absolute banger of a character. Now, you also get Super F. This is the Endo, I think. Don't really remember it, so I kind of put here what the F. Same thing with you. Next we have the trash, the garbage guys. Quite forgettable. So can't really give anything on one C. They're not bad like D, but they're not good like B. They're just kind of there. Actually, I have Helpy. Helpy, I'm actually going to give an A. I know this is a bit of a shocker, but I've always kind of liked Helpy. So now we're getting to FNAF 6 territory, which is probably my favorite game. Favorite FNAF game, not my favorite FNAF game, but it's up there. So I kind of love the whole like build your own pizzeria thing. Anyways, these things go deep here. These things could absolutely burn in the fire, and I would not care. In fact, Mr. Hippo gets super F just because of the amount of things that he's done to me in Ultimate Custom Night. Next we have Golden Freddy. I have to give it a B. Not as good as Withered Golden Freddy, but still pretty good. Especially in the first FNAF game where it's like really hard to get it as well. But alright, next we have the Rockstars. Rockstar Freddy, he gets a B, he's okay. Fatherfuck Coins thing's annoying though. Rockstar Bonnie gets C, kinda there. Same. Rockstar Chica actually does get B though. Actually, no, she gets C. Same thing. Now, Rockstar Foxy is the only one that I actually think deserves A tier. Like, that's I feel that's actually good. Now we have Music Man, one of FNAF's favorites. Now this isn't DJ Music Man. In fact, I'm pretty sure this isn't even. This is 2023. Why did they? Did they? Hey, they have this thing, but they don't have the security breach animatronics? That's weird. Well, OG Music Man is probably gonna go in C tier. But if the security breach animatronics were there, DJ Music Man would probably get B. Main Music Man would probably get low C. It's just really easy to deal with. Next we have El Chip. No questions about that. I will fight you. Next we have Funtime Chica. Now correct me if I'm wrong, but she's just got it bad. A Funtime who wasn't even in the same game as the Funtimes. That's just harsh. So I kinda have to give it low C. Next we have Molten Freddy. This guy was the first jump scare of my of my FNAF 6 playthrough, and because of that, B. I like it. Not really good. Now the Jimmy Neuron here goes into D. Actually, you know what? No, he's C. I kind of like how it shows like the skeleton, but this thing looks way too much like Jimmy Neutron. Also, the fat forehead is crazy. I know Scott Kaufman is bad at modeling humans, but that's crazy. Alright, next we have Scrap Baby. Scrap Baby is better than Circus Baby. I kinda have to give her A. Next we have the absolute best animatronic in this game. No doubt. No doubt. No doubt. Alright, next we have Phone Guy. Phone Guy is goated. I wouldn't say he's S, but he's top of A. Next we have Dee Dee. This is a true little crib. Alright, next we have the Shadows. I do not remember most of these, so these go in with that because I don't really remember them. Shadow Bonnie though gets like low A. It's a really cool Easter egg, but really nothing more than that. Also, same thing with here, like with that. Is this thing even in FNAF World? Because, like, isn't this just one from Scott Cawthon's old games, if I'm correct? Speaking of which, we got the man, the myth, the legend, Scott Cawthon right here. I feel like he kind of deserves. I mean, I think this is like the FNAF World Scott Cawthon, which in that case probably a B. But if we're talking about the dev, A, like S, because I made the games, but I'm assuming this is just FNAF Worlds, I'm just saying. Next we have the toy animatronics. Toy Freddy gets C tier, like most of them, they're just kind of there. Toy Bonnie gets B tier because he's actually good. Now, Toy Chica is tainted by mine from one of you, from what you hooligans have done. So, alright. This is our FNAF tier list. What do you think? I personally think it's good. Some of you guys might not. Alright. So now over here, move on to Star Wars movies. This first one's gonna get a bit of hate towards. Now, this Attack of the Clones, very forgettable. What's this one? I can't really describe the minor movements. Oh, this is Empire Strikes Back. Oh, I feel bad now because this thing's an S tier. Force Awakens also S tier. This is kind of what kind of got me into Star Wars. Wasn't really into it until Force Awakens when I saw it with my dad. I saw it with my dad and it was amazing. So I decided to watch all the other ones. However, Force Awakens is the only good movie of the sequels. After that, they're all just C tier for this one again. Just really don't really remember it. This one I just forget its existence. This one I just don't remember what happened. But this one D tier, absolutely terrible ending. Next we have A New Hope. The one that started it all. Can't give it anything higher than B. Have to say A, honestly. Next, I think this is Phantom Menace. Honestly, B. It's okay. Not really too much to say about it. Like, I do like that Darth Maul fight scene, but other than that, not really much going for it. I have, I think this is the Return of the Jedi, yes. Now, I personally am a big fan of Return of the Jedi. I have to say it deserves high B. Oh, we're counting the others, too. Okay, well, while I'm here, might as well do Revenge. Revenge Sith, which A, best of the prequels. Then we have, I think this is Rogue One. Again, like C, I remember it exists, but don't remember how much it was. And then we have Solo, I think this is, who honestly deserves B. I remember seeing it with my dad. It was good. Don't really remember much of it, but I remember me thinking it was pretty good. Right. Now here we have a controllers tier list. Rated my files not stay. Alright, so Joy-Cons D tier. They're really clicky, which I know some people are a fan of, but I'm not. The jo the triggers are terrible. The Joy-Cons get too much stick drift, and you have to buy two of them. If you get one stick drift, it costs $40 to get just one of them. To get a full pair, it costs 80, which is just outrageous. Alright, next we have the Xbox 360 controller. Honestly, A. Now, I went to the Indie Games Museum recently, which kind of had like a bunch of like little indie games. One of them which had an Xbox 360 controller or like a variant of it on it, and it was good. Still way too overrated though. Like it's good, but like I don't understand why everyone says it's so good. Alright, now next we have the Duke. Now I am a big fan of the Duke. Now some people are complaining about the size, but honestly, I have big hands. Then the Duke just fits my hands so well. And also, I the reason why I love the OG Xbox is because it had the black and white buttons, which actually separated from other consoles, which is really good. Alright, next we have the So actually, I think this deserves an S tier, honestly. Next we have the Super Nintendo controller. It is literally the best controller to play 2D games with. I literally cannot play Mario Wonder, Mario Maker 2 without it. So the PS4 controller. Now this is nostalgia, but I remember back in like the PS4 era, I used this thing so much. So good. And next we have the Sega Saturn. Who heard, who talks about the Sega Saturn anymore? Like the controller is okay, so I think it deserves a C. But like it's not really anything more than that. Genesis controller, not a big fan of the three buttons layout, but other than that, it's okay. Now Wii U, I remember going to my friend's house and we would just play Lego Dimensions on his Wii U. It was good, probably around A. I mean, now we have the PlayStation controller. Now this PlayStation controller absolutely like it kind of revolutionized the standard PlayStation controller layout that we have now. So I can't really give it anything more than that. A. Now we have the Pro controller. There are versions of it better. Let's see if I have it right. This is the Power. See, like this is the Power A Pro controller. The short buttons feel so much better to click on. They actually have better concave, I think it is. Things on here. The buttons feel way better. And also, look, back panels, and two of them, not four of them. I don't need every single finger to be doing something. I only need two. So I'm not really a big fan of the four back button layout. So yeah. However, if the $40 is better than the $80, can't really give it anything more than the low A, honestly. Next we have this absolute garbage. If you try to use one D-pad to play 2D game, play 3D games, it does not go well. Next we have PS2 controller. Honestly, B. PS2 as a console would give it an S, but just the controller is kind of basic. That's like say it was a PS1 controller, but that kind of like revolutionized the standard PS2 PlayStation controller look. However, past that, not really much I can say. Next we have GameCube controller. I mean, come on. It feels so good. Also, I love how like the buttons on here are like different based on the importance of them. Now, the only real thing I'm not a big fan of is the little C stick, but it gets better once you get used to it. Now we have the NES controller, which I honestly have to give it D tier. Now I know I'm not hating on the system. Most of these things I'm not hating on the system. I just hate the controller. Because first off, the sharp edges hurt so much. And also, apparently, I'll just look it up real quick. There's this thing that exists called Nin. Yeah, look, Nintendo Thumb, also known as Gamer Thumb and similar names, is a form of repetitive strain injury caused by excessive game playing of video games with the traditional Nintendo controller. This thing caused its own injury. You can't really give it anything more than D. Next, we have the N64 controller, D. Console, amazing. But there is this one controller that's so much better. I'll see if I can find it. I don't remember the name. Here it is, the Retro Tribute N64 controller for $20 on Amazon. It is so much it's so much better looking. Like I understand the concept of the three prongs actually makes sense, but it doesn't mean it's not annoying for different games. Alright, so next we have the Sega Saturn, the Sega Dreamcast. Now, normally I was gonna give this a C because of the wire. However, one it's just kind of big. It's like it's okay, and the wire. But there's one. really ticked me off. This is a sixth generation controller, by the way. It's like GameCube, PS2, Xbox era, and for some unknown reason, it doesn't have two sticks. I feel like that's good. Now the Wii, I mean it's the Wii controller. Wii controller has so many good accessories. You can play the Wii Sports. You could do, I'm pretty sure you can do COD with it if I'm wrong. And with the little nunchuck included, which I am counting because it shows it right here. And the fact that you could, I'm pretty sure the fact that you could turn on the console with the controller was revolutionary for the time. Alright, so next is the PS3 controller. I mean, it's a PS3 controller. I'm pretty sure the PS3 is the first one to add a home screen, but remember, this is not about the console. It's basic. Same thing with this controller. With the, I'm pretty sure this the redesigned OG Xbox controller. It's just basic. And next we have the Xbox One controller. Now, me personally, I had it like I used it once at my friend's house because I'm more a PlayStation guy and he's more of an Xbox guy, and it's okay. It gets high B. Like the thumbsticks were nice, but that was really about it. So yeah, this is our game controller tier list. But this isn't gonna be the most controversial one. Here we have the Nintendo franchise controllers. Now, real quick, I'm just going to create a low below, which I am going to use a lot in this. Kind of the same as that other, of one of the other ones. I think it was a FNAF one. What the F? Some of these I really do not know what they are. Like, for example, Advanced Wars. What the F? Animal Crossing can't really give it higher than A tier. I'm I like Animal Crossing, but like it's not up there. Like I personally think Stardew Valley is better just because there's really like more things to do and the characters are like actually, human, so it doesn't make me feel probably just me though. But yeah, like it's okay. Like we have Bayonetta, never played, so kind of gets a what F because I can't really rank it. Donkey Kong deserves A. Like, the OG was okay, but after that it just got so much better. Right, so next we have Dr. Mario. Honestly, D is basically just worse Tetris. I know I probably offended some people, but I don't care. Looks like a Fire Emblem. It's kind of also a never played tier. Like this kind of also goes here. F-Zero, B tier, honestly. It's basically just a worse Mario Kart. Golden Sun? What is that? Like, I think I saw it on like one of the Switch Online virtual console things. But other than that, I've never seen this in my entire life. This is going in what the F tier. Right, next we have Kid Icarus. Now, I have actually never played a Kid Icarus game. Actually, no, I played the original. This isn't really much to describe it. Don't know how the series is now. Right now, I have to say D. Not really good. Next we have Kirby. Kirby is an S tier. I mean, sure, some people say they're for kids, but they say that a lot of Nintendo franchises. Also, the games are actually like a lot of fun. Just the concept of being able to make an enemy's powers your own is just amazing and should be used more often. Next, we have Luigi's Mansion, which I've literally only played Dark Moon, which is apparently the worst one. Not the HD remake, but the OG one for the 3DS. So I have to give it a C. Mario and Luigi literally only played Superstar Saga. B. Now Mario Kart deserves an S tier. I mean, how can you not love Mario Kart? Mario Kart is probably one of my favorite Nintendo games of all time, especially 8 Deluxe with the Booster Course Pass. It is literally like the best. Like, sure, it's like pretty sure it's like $80, but it's still like an amazing like deal. Next is Mario Party, which I have to give A. It's okay. Like, it's great. However, the reason I'm not giving it an S is because it does have a reputation for destroying families. So next we have Super Mario, which I have to give an S. The 2D platformer games are absolutely amazing, especially Super Mario 64 DS, which if you can get it right, it just becomes a definitive Mario game. Next we have Metroid. I have to give it a like a B tier. I actually, you know what, A tier because it kind of just introduced the world to Metroidvanias, which is not my favorite game genre, but it is a really good one. Like Hollow Knight, one of my favorite games, is a Metroidvania, so I kind of have to give it some points of that because I'm pretty sure without Metroid, Hollow Knight wouldn't exist. Alright, so next we have Mother. Um, I've Why are there two? Like, why are there two mothers? I'm giving this one F. Oh, what the F? Because I don't understand why there are two. Mother, again, like a lot of these games, I've literally only played one of the games, or one or two of the games. So, Mother deserves, I'm breaking this off of Earthbound. Earthbound is a B tier game. Paper Mario, literally never played. Pikmin, literally only played the demo for Pikmin 4. I'm not really a big fan of it. I just think I'm not a Pikmin guy. It deserves C though. Pokemon S tier. I literally remember during first grade we had this game where there was kind of like mud patch on the ground, and like one of us would we would pretend it was like a swamp, and one person would just be a swamper and drag the other to the ground. I see you. Okay. I don't know. I think I was a weird kid. Alright, next we have Punch Out. This is one of those series that progressively got worse and worse as it goes on. Like, the first Punch Out game, absolutely amazing. The second one, then it went down. Kinda S tier spurs. Rhythm Heaven, S tier. I love Rhythm Heaven so much. Same thing for Smash Bros. Literally amazing. Splatoon, I think it deserves high A tier. It has what I like to call the 10-minute rush, and when it just kind of like stays, like it has like a thing called 10-minute rush, where for the first 10 minutes you're absolutely like loving it, but then after that there isn't really, you kind of just get bored. So next we have Star Fox. Literally only played the original. Based off that, I'm giving it a B. What is the Legend of Starfy? I literally only remember it from the Switch Virtual Console, and even then it was in Japanese, so I couldn't read it. Next we have WarioWare. WarioWare, I have to say, it's an A tier game. It is amazing. Why is Metroid in the A tier? I feel like it should be. Right. Yeah, I don't know if I put it in the A tier, but if I did, it's B, not A. Xenoblade Chronicles. I have to say, Xenoblade Chronicles, it's okay. Like, I feel like Xenoblade deserves C. Haven't even, actually, you know what the F, because I haven't played it. So you have Yoshi. The Yoshi games, especially like Yoshi's Story, Yoshi's Crafted World, Yoshi's Woolly World, are amazing. So I have to give them A. They're just amazing. Oh, now here's where we're going to get some like, con here's some controversial stuff. I don't like The Legend of Zelda. Don't know why. It's just C tier. And lastly, this is where I'm definitely gonna offend some people. Arms. It's okay, but I do remember during Switch's launch, I got Lego Ninjago Movie video game, Pokemon Tournament, and Arms. And Arms was kind of my second favorite game out of those three, and I did kind of play it quite a bit, so I do have to say it deserves a B. And this is the final tier. Alright.